extension specialist at UK and a faculty member, whenever Kim called and said, Lori, I got an idea, I want to talk to you. I couldn't say no. And so he was talking about Owen County 2020, the sucker that he called from UK to come and assist the community with this process. And it became ultimately what I call, and my colleagues know I call, the fall of Owen County. Because for an entire fall, and I'll tell you why, all I did was I would go to work, I would teach my classes, I would do other extension, I would go home, and I would sit at the computer and I would type in responses from 2,449 people in Owen County who participated in the discussions and the surveys from Owen County 2020. So I just want you to know that that was, and this is serious, you all just celebrated this spring the 10th anniversary of that process, and you should be really proud for all that you've accomplished. But in the first or second planning meeting, we were down in at the church in Monterey. And so I was kind of describing to them this process that they could use for it. And they said, obviously the most important question, how much does this cost? And I said, well, you know, I'm free. And the rest of it you do with volunteers, you know. And they said, well, you know, and I said, if you want, you could raise some money and do some advertising and marketing of this and things like that. And the other two people just kind of said, well. And Kim sat there for a moment, and then, you know, he's got this deep voice, right? It used to scare me a whole lot. And he takes his hand and he just slams it down as hard as he could on the table and said, I'm tired of this. I thought, ooh, I didn't realize that I talked too long. He says, I'm sick and tired of us saying that we can't do anything and nobody cares and we can't raise any money. We're going to raise $2,500 in 2 weeks. Okay. And a week later, he called me up and he said, Lori, we've raised $2,500 already. How much more do you want? I said, whoa, I don't need it. What is it that you wanted? That was the most successful. And then he also asked at that time, the three of them asked, well, how many people have ever done this before? I mean, not in terms of counties, but in each county. And I said, well, generally we run between 500 and 800. And then he said, we'll do better than that. And you got 2,449, which I know this number exactly. Because I spent months typing this stuff in. So my experience with Kim is A, I've always loved his basso profundo voice. B, I know that when he says something is going to happen, it happens. And C, that your county is a better place because of him. And what he has, and the way he's thought about this community and his love for it. And that you're really lucky to have had someone like him. And I know that as any good extension agent, is this true? They will not retire, they die in the harness. So yes, ask him to volunteer, because he does not know how to say no.